Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Bucs coming up next.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A great move by Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap, Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
To throw on second down, Callahan. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. From the gun on third down, Callahan. That's taken in by the tight end, McKitty. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. On first down, Callahan. He's got McKitty complete to his tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Looking to throw, Callahan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hampton. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each teams had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And off comes to Montgomery. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Callahan. That's incomplete, but they're down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Callahan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Callahan. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. (7-7) our score after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now this one complete on the slant route. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Brett, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Looking to throw. Callahan. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. On the handoff, this is Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Callahan. Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run. Montgomery. Ooh, with a juke. And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Fields. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play a little more vertical.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Callahan. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Bears take over.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
Off play action, Fields.
And incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so trying to get something out of it unsuccessfully.
On play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. He's at the 40. The 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. A gain of 6 there on first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, it's Fields. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Throwing again is Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, yeah, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Hey, keep it going, dog. Keep it going.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And you can see the result there. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Looking to throw on second down. Callahan.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Yeah,
and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first down, Callahan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, Callahan looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. That catch good for only a couple. On second down, Callahan dancing to his left.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From a yard out. And the Bucs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery.
A great move by Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 15-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. A give. This is Montgomery. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Fields now to throw.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Joe Tryon
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal.
From the gun, here's Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears cut into that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Callahan.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
To throw again. Callahan. It's Hill. Complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hampton. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw again.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Throw left side, take it in by McKinney.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end over the middle. That's McKinney.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down and 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Callahan steps away to his left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. That was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Fields.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
On 1st down, Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Swift.
Down right around the 25. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on second down, Fields. Man open is Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Fields throwing again. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on second down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time. And that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On first down, Swift. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Make a play.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
It's going to take a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Chicago. Touchdown! That's caught. David Montgomery from 21 yards away. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game thinking can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.